that it once was one of the richest cities in Southeast Asia. Ipoh isn't the kind of place that screams for attention. It's how creative and artistic this country is. And you'll see themes ranging from daily Malaysian life was gifted by a wealthy Chinese tycoon to one of his concubines. Now, Mihai and I both agreed we're just here for the coffee. So no dramas around here. Due to his involvement in suppressing Malay descent, the same monument can mean very different things to different people. You cannot come to Ipoh and not try this.
It's all sticky.
It's one of the most visited cave temples here in Malaysia. Yes, I'm absolutely speechless.
It's my favorite.
The stairs inside lead to a spectacular viewpoint, but just check out those mountain peaks. Perfect still water which creates this reflection. I'm impressed. Good morning everyone, here from the beautiful city of Ipoh in Malaysia. We arrived here 2 days ago. It was a 2-hour bus ride from Melaka to Kuala Lumpur. We had a quick stopover of about another 2 hours in Kuala Lumpur and then another 4-hour bus ride to Ipoh. So yes, it's a beautiful, charming little city here, but it's full of history and we really wanted to see it. So I'll just show you the accommodation we're staying in. Okay, so we have a double bed over here. Mihai is already getting comfortable.
A window now.
And a window. Yes, we finally have a window. We only didn't have a window for 3 days, but that was enough. We were really missing the sunlight. So small space for hanging our clothes. And then over here we have small mirror and the bathroom. So yeah, fairly basic. The sink, the toilet, mirror. Looks fairly clean. Yeah, so this is it. Definitely much bigger than our last room, so yeah, I think that's good. We have plenty of space now.
You can play football.
Yeah. Yeah, and I forgot to mention, we also have an air conditioner. Yeah, so it's a very comfortable little guest house. We're staying here for 4 nights and we're paying $23 per night. So we are staying just outside the old city. It is about a 15-minute walk, but it is the only accommodation that I could find within our budget, of course. So that's okay. It's not a very long walk. So as you can see, it's nice and sunny today. People already on the streets going about their day. Now, Ipoh is the 9th largest city here in Malaysia, and it is home to about 760,000 people, out of which about 70% are Chinese, about 20% Malaysian, and 10% Indian. And one of the things that you feel right away in Ipoh is definitely the pace. It's slow, it's quite relaxed around here. It seems like people here take their time, know their neighbors, they smile at strangers, and yeah, it's just a very chill vibe around here. Ipoh isn't the kind of place that screams for attention, but what's interesting is that it once was one of the richest cities in Southeast Asia, and that's all thanks to tin. So in the late 1800s, there was a tin mining boom over here, and you had immigrants from all over the region, especially Chinese immigrants who came here to mine tin. So there was an explosion of wealth and activity. Then it kind of slowed down. In the 1980s, tin prices crashed and most tin mines in Malaysia shut down. Thanks to tourism, it is having a quiet comeback. You can definitely feel that history in the colonial buildings, even in the food around here. It's a very unique place, and yes, we're here to see what makes it special. So pretty much everywhere throughout the city you see this wave of elegant Western style buildings designed with British flair, but adapted to tropical Malaysia. You get these neoclassical columns and arched windows, and lots of Chinese restaurants, different shop houses, specialty shops. It's just such a beautiful multicultural mix. Now, if you've been to Malaysia or you've watched our previous vlogs, by now you would have noticed just how creative and artistic this country is. And Ipoh is no exception at all. So we've just come to Mural Arts Lane, and it's this little street decorated with these beautiful murals all over the walls. Now, a lot of these murals were painted by Ernest Zaharovic, a Lithuanian artist who first made a name for himself in Penang. So we'll be visiting Penang up next, so we'll see some of his artwork there as well. And then he brought his signature style here to Ipoh as well, turning ordinary walls into storytelling canvases. A lot of these murals are quite interactive. They're often painted on aging walls, incorporating real windows, doors, or old bicycles. And you'll see themes ranging from daily Malaysian life, like kids playing, to references at Ipoh's tin heritage. So as you can see, some of them are getting quite old, the paint is coming off, but a lot of them I'm noticing are very recent. So there's quite a few artists now that contribute to making these streets so beautiful and colorful. Now you can probably tell I found my favorite mural. I'm craving one now. Right, so we've come to Market Lane, a very famous little street here in the old town, but it seems to be under construction here, so we're not actually able to go and have a walk through. But this is where some of the most interesting murals are. Yeah, I was really looking forward to coming here, but yeah, I had no idea it's under construction. And we've come to Concubine Lane, one of the most famous little streets here in Ipoh. It was established in 1908 during the tin mining boom, and allegedly it was gifted by a wealthy Chinese tycoon to one of his concubines, hence the name. So apparently it became a hotspot for mistresses, opium dens, gambling, and secret rendezvous. Nowadays, as you can see, it's mostly like a little market. You find all sorts of goodies around here. You've got jewelry, perfumes I can see, gorgeous little plants, got all sorts of clothing boutiques, handmade handbags, and of course, lots of souvenirs. So they say this is where rich men kept their mistresses. Now, Mihai and I both agreed we're just here for the coffee. So no dramas around here.
We'll see.
You better behave.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, so far the city hasn't been that busy, but this lane right here is definitely the busiest one. So it's very crowded here. You've also got these classic two-story shop houses, and these were built by Chinese traders and are still used today. So shops in front and homes above or behind. And we've come to probably one of the most beautiful clock towers here in the region. It's called the Birch Memorial Clock Tower, and it's a striking symbol of Ipoh's colonial past. It was erected in 1909 in memory of James Birch, the first British resident of Perak, so the state that we're in, who was assassinated in 1875. Now, as you can see, it has these four terracotta statues that stand at the tower's pinnacle, symbolizing the British virtues of loyalty, justice, patience, and fortitude. And right below them are four decorative panels illustrating the different stages of human civilization. So it features figures like Buddha, Shakespeare, and Darwin. Now, what's interesting is that while celebrated by the British as a hero, Birch is viewed by the locals as a villain, particularly due to his involvement in suppressing Malay descent. Yeah, so quite a controversial clock tower. I mean, you have this beautiful monument erected for a British official. And then what's interesting is that right behind me, you have streets named after his assassin, who is celebrated here as a local hero. So Ipoh definitely wears history on its sleeve, and it's this tower that shows you that the same monument can mean very different things to different people. Right, so you cannot come to Ipoh and not try this. This is the famous white coffee. And we've come to a very old and traditional coffee houses that's actually credited as being one of the very first to have invented this coffee. Now, as you may have noticed, it's not exactly white, but the name actually refers to the roasting process. So they roast the coffee beans with palm margarine, and that's what gives it a very rich, creamy, and caramelized flavor. So yeah, it's typically also served with sweetened condensed milk, apparently. So I'm very curious to try it. Let's see. Yes, it's got a very sweet aroma. Okay, very unusual, very different. It's got a bold espresso flavor, but you've also got the sweetness coming from the condensed milk, I assume. So very interesting, but I like it. It's also got a very creamy texture. Wow, it's good. I like it. Really nice. As you can see, you have filled the cups because the cups are all dirty, but
It's all sticky.
yeah, it's a very old and very modest setting as well, but it's, one of the original places. That's why we came here.
No, it's very creamy,
Yeah.
and I like it.
Would you buy it again?
Yes.
Yes, it's good.
100%.
Very different to anything that we've tried, but yeah, definitely a must try. If you come here, don't miss it.
Just a little bit sticky. The
Well, yeah,
cups.
from the
Little bit
cups.
dirty.
Yeah, that's the only thing we don't like, but apart from that, the taste is good. Good morning, guys. So it is the next day. We ended up going home or back to our accommodation after having that coffee. It just started pouring, so it was impossible for us to continue to film. So yeah, it kind of ruined our plans, but that's okay. We're continuing on today. But this morning we've come to one of the most beautiful temples here in Ipoh, the Pak Cave Temple. So this is it. It's nestled right at the base of a huge limestone cliff, and yeah, it's absolutely spectacular. You can see this traditional Chinese style pavilion roof, and it's adorned with these red pillars, very colorful ornamentation. It's absolutely stunning. Now, Ipoh is actually surrounded by limestone hills, so some are over 400 million years old. And many of these hills are hollowed out with these natural caves. And local communities have turned several of them into stunning Buddhist temples. And this is the entrance. So we enter right into a cave, and it has these stunning paintings on the wall. It's fascinating. Oh wow, and right behind this wall we have a massive Buddha statue. I really have no words. I think this is the most beautiful cave I've ever been to so far. Wow. Just when you thought that you've seen it all. So this temple was built in 1926 by a Chinese monk and his wife, who discovered the cave and decided to dedicate it as a place of worship. And today it's one of the most visited cave temples here in Malaysia, and it's still cared for by the descendants of the original founders. And you can see the limestone cave walls are just covered in these huge, vibrant murals, many of them painted decades ago. So you see depictions of deities, dragons, and scenes from Chinese mythology. And we can also see some calligraphy inscriptions from visiting monks and scholars. So as we continue, the cave just opens up and it's bigger and bigger. It's huge. Yes, I'm absolutely speechless. This cave is just out of this world, and there's such a charming spiritual ambience here. It's hard to describe, and I'm very surprised there aren't that many people here. I mean, there are a few, but it's definitely not crowded. And there was also no entrance fee, which again surprised me. But yes, if you come to Malaysia, I would definitely put this temple on your itinerary. It's a must visit. It's just spectacular.
It's amazing temple. Until now, it's my favorite.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you need to come here.
I thought that it's hard to get impressed after what we've seen already, but this
Yes.
cave just...
No, this one it's amazing.
Now, what also makes this cave really special is the fact that the stairs inside lead to a spectacular viewpoint of the city on top of the limestone hill. And there are apparently 450 stairs to climb. But there's all sorts of openings through the cave, all sorts of little passages and hidden entrances even before you go up to the hill. So just exploring it a little bit inside, and I think after that we'll hike to the top. Okay, so we're outside the cave now. We can see the steps continue on. And in fact, we have two paths. I don't know which one to pick. Mihai seems to be preferring this one, so I'll just follow, I guess. So we've just met someone who came back down, and they said that the top bit, to get to the actual top, is really hard. So that surprised us a little, because so far it seems very easy. But yeah, we'll see what's coming up next. Okay, so they are getting very steep and narrow. So yes, it does appear to be getting harder.
It's not easy.
No?
It's so hot and humid.
Yes, it's very hot. Okay, so we made it. It wasn't actually that hard after all.
For me, it's hard because I'm sick today.
Yes, you are a bit sick. I mean, I got a little cold, so he's not feeling the best.
No, it's okay.
But yes, overall, it wasn't that difficult, at least not for us, because we've done much more difficult hikes than this. Even the one in Krabi that we did to the Tiger Cave Temple, that was a lot harder. This was a piece of cake compared to that one. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. But I'll just show you the view that we greeted with. This is the view. Just look at that. You can see the whole of the city and the limestone cliffs in the distance. Wow, it's a bit hazy as well. It's just magical. And there's actually multiple viewing platforms. So we have another level up here. Yes, and this gives us another beautiful view of the opposite side. But just check out those mountain peaks. Wow. what can I say? It must be absolutely magical to be here at sunset. And we did initially want to come here at sunset, but the temple closes at 4:30. So yes, that's a bit of an issue, but look, still, it's worth coming here even during the day. You won't be disappointed. Well, was it worth coming here?
Oh yes, for the cave and this view, it's amazing.
Yeah,
I love it.
both just blew our minds. And yeah, the cave was really unexpected because
Yeah, until
we only just saw pictures of the outside, but not the inside. So that was a really nice surprise.
sometimes in the picture doesn't look the same.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it looks even better in real life, but
yeah, in real life.
it's good that we haven't seen the pictures. It was a nice surprise. Right, so we made our way to this smaller viewing platform. It's slightly lower, but I think from up here you get even a better view because it's literally full panorama you're getting. So I'll just show you. This is where we were just 2 minutes ago. And then this is the view that you get from up here. Right, so we made our way back down at the entrance, and there was a lovely man over here who told us that we could help ourselves to some Chinese tea over here. And it's all free for everyone to enjoy. So we'll give it a
This one is
taste.
so heavy.
Oh, the pot.
Yeah, it's no easy.
Look at the huge pot. It's massive.
It's around 8 kilo.
8 kilos, really? Oh my goodness. Well, it has to be big, otherwise, how would you have enough for everyone? Right, so let's have a taste. Oh, it's beautiful. So, so tasty. I don't know exactly what tea this is. He only said Chinese tea, so I might have to look it up and see what exactly it is, but it's really nice. Right, so we've left the temple and we've now come to Tasik Chermin, which literally means mirror lake in English. But the lake itself is actually located behind this cliff over here, so it's only accessible through a tunnel. So we have to get a ticket here first. And yes, there's quite a few people at this hour. It's around 11, half past 11 in the morning. And yes, there's a lot of people. Right, so the entrance ticket was 12 ringgit per person. So we're just walking through this tunnel. You see, the tunnel in itself is an attraction. It's quite beautiful. So the tunnel is about 100 meters long. So not too long, but yes, we're coming close to the lake now. As you can see, it's quite a large crowd over here. Right, so this is it. This is the Mirror Lake, and you can probably guess why it's called like this. You get this perfect still water which creates this reflection of the sky and the limestone cliffs. You can see just how still it is. And to see this effect, it's probably best you come in full sunlight. That's when it's most visible. But it's absolutely stunning. The lake is fully enclosed by these huge cliffs, and this lush green forest just creates this idyllic image, like a fantasy movie or something. It's unreal. Yeah, so you have the option of coming here on the jetty and just have a look, admire the view, or you can take a boat tour, which is 25 ringgit per person. So I think today we will be taking the boat. Okay, so we just got the tickets and it was actually 30 ringgit per person. So apologies, the 25 ringgit is only for Malaysian citizens. So the boat ride lasted about 15 minutes, a bit shorter than I expected, but it basically went all around the lake. So very calm and relaxing experience. The ride was super, super smooth. So it turns out that there's another lake right beside, really close to this one actually. It's a lot smaller, but the difference in that one is that you can actually get a boat ride right through the tunnels. So it's a 130-meter tunnel. And yeah, that in itself is also a wonderful experience. We didn't actually know that. We thought this was the only one. And as you can see in this tunnel, you just walk, but in that one, you go straight in. But the lady here at the counter said that the other lake is just probably less than half the size of this one. So I'm assuming the boat ride will also be very short. All right, guys, so we've come to have some lunch at a local restaurant, and this time we decided to both order the iconic dishes here in Ipoh. So I went for the traditional Ipoh style bean sprouts, and it's served with soy sauce and sesame seed oil and garnished with some scallions, a bit of chili. Now it's typically served with either rice or noodles and some chicken. So again, it's a traditional type of chicken. I think it's poached. And Mihai went for another iconic and beloved dish here in Ipoh called Kaisi Fu. Apologies if I pronounced that incorrectly, but it's a very soothing bowl of noodle soup with these silky smooth flat rice noodles, a very fragrant broth, and shredded poached chicken, although I can also see some prawns over there as well. All right, so I'll try mine first. It's really nice. They're very plump and juicy, crunchy texture, and yeah, very well balanced. I love it. It's really, really nice and huge portion size as well. I'll try the chicken now. The chicken's amazing, but it's cold. And I think it's supposed to be like that, but it's very, very juicy. And it's got this slightly sweet flavor coming through. I'm impressed. It's really, really nice. And to be honest, I never thought that cold chicken could taste this good, but it does. All right, so Mihai is just trying his soup. Looks delicious, by the way.
Yes.
Is it nice?
Yeah, it's very nice. It's not sweet, and I like the onion on the top.
Oh, it has fried
Yeah,
onion.
it's fried
I
onion.
didn't know that. Really?
It's very close to our soup in
Oh,
Europe.
okay. So it's not spicy?
Not spicy, not sweet. And you can taste all the veggies.
Oh.
Very, very nice.
And you have chicken and prawns as well. So you
I
have
tried the
chicken?
Nice and soft.
Nice meats.
Yeah, very nice meat. I think you like it.
And we also bought some lemon iced teas.
All right, guys. I'm so full now. I'm happy.
You're a happy kid?
Yes, I'm very happy.
Yes, those meals were delicious. We were really impressed, and it only cost us 35 ringgit. Yeah, amazing value for money. And yeah, do not skip Ipoh. If you're in Malaysia, just add it to your itinerary. I don't think you'll regret it. It's a lovely little hidden gem here. And I think for us, the cave was definitely the highlight. We loved the cave the most.
Yeah.
But even the city's got a lovely, relaxed vibe. It's just wonderful. And we really enjoyed our time here. So I think every little city that we've been to so far in Malaysia had its own unique charm. It was different. It was not the same at all. It was very different. Malacca was different. Kuala Lumpur, very different. And I think that's what makes Malaysia just such an amazing country. You get to experience all these cultures in the different parts. And yeah, I can't wait to be back to Malaysia. We're not we're not leaving yet, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to visiting again. So yes, do add Malaysia and Ipoh to your list. But I think it's time to end this vlog right here. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next one.
See ya.
Bye.